Maybe not the numbers that he had a couple of years ago when he was an MVP candidate, threw 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, but a solid enough season certainly to have the Eagles in a division battle with the Cowboys going down the stretch in the NFC East. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly though if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have an effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Football going back to the Eagles. And, Charles, this Eagles team and the Cowboys, what an interesting NFC East race this turned out to be this season. A lot of people thought it would be these two teams neck and neck. Well, they were right, but they thought the records would be a touch better. But if you keep it germane to the Eagles, what has gone right, what has gone wrong this year for them?
Well, what's gone right is that they have a good culture that they battle, because this season could have gone totally south for Philadelphia because they had a number of injuries. They went through some losing stretches, and the whole thing could have gotten away from them, but they hung in there and battled all the way to the end. What went wrong? Receivers. By the end of the season, they were playing with guys that were bringing up from the practice squads, signing off of other teams' practice squads. None of the starters that were expected to be their frontline guys were available down the stretch for Philadelphia and their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Giants getting the football back. Charles, let's talk about New York's Daniel Jones. Party week 15 against the Dolphins.
Yeah, and that was a tough stretch, wasn't it? Because so much promise, as you noted, with Daniel Jones the first 2 games. Remember the big comeback in Tampa? His first game as a starter. Remember them throttling Washington at home, his first game in New York? So when you look at it, there was so much hope and expectation when Daniel Jones began, and that devolved. Interceptions, turnovers, defense struggled. This will be a reshaped roster as well, I believe. They've got to fortify the offensive line. But it does start with Daniel Jones, the number 6 pick in the draft in 2019. He will be their quarterback of the future. They've got to support him.
One thing we know, if the New York media and fan base has an opinion on a quarterback, it's like the weather. Just wait a couple of weeks, it'll change. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on third down, Jones, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Wentz now to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So now 2nd and 10 after on first down. To throw is Wentz. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after one. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner. and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult.
I'm deleting this video. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized my mic wasn't plugged in the whole fucking time. So, yeah, I'm so stupid.
Nice pickup for a first down.
I'm deleting this video. I'm sorry. But I should have